chemists. My name is Arnel Corda and I am a BS Chemistry graduate and a licensed chemical technician. And I made this video because I want to help inspiring chemists to reach their goals, and by doing so, by explaining topics in chemistry that they might be that they may encounter in their chemistry journey. So, without further ado, let's get started.
So before we tackle chemistry in a deeper level, we should know what is chemistry and what are the applications of chemistry and what are the other branches of chemistry. So in this chapter, we will know the branches of chemistry, the importance of chemistry in our daily living, and the last topic would be the scientific method, um, which is very important in very important in the scientific field. Okay, so credits to um, PowerShow.com for providing us the PowerPoint. Disclaimer: this PowerPoint is not mine, and I've just downloaded it in the internet. So credits also to Miss Wang from the Lawndale High School for making this PowerPoint. Okay, so in your experience, in your own thought, what is the meaning of chemistry in you? Okay, so just think about what is the meaning of chemistry for you guys. Okay, so I think you've already think the meaning of chemistry to you. Now let's proceed to the next slide. So here we will I prepared a video so that you can um, correct yourself is what would be the meaning of chemistry. Okay, so let's see the video.
Is the science of matter. This may sound simple, but chemistry is a complex and broad topic that covers a wide variety of fields. From the core of the Earth to the farthest reaches of the universe, chemistry is everything and everywhere. Chemistry, a definition. Chemistry is the study of matter, including its composition, properties, and structure, how it changes, and how it interacts with energy. This is a pretty simple definition that sums up what is actually a complex and fascinating subject. If you have ever asked why or how something is in the natural world, odds are good that your question and the answer were related to chemistry. For instance, why is the sky blue? Colors depend on the chemical makeup of substances and what kind of light they reflect. How does an insect walk across the surface of a pond without falling through? The unique properties of water give it a high surface tension, which means that small objects can rest on it without sinking. Chemistry is all around, and anything related to matter involves chemistry. Main branches of chemistry. Since chemistry is such a broad and vast subject, we can divide it up into more manageable topics to help us more accurately. 1. Organic chemistry. 2. Inorganic chemistry. 3. Analytical chemistry. 4. Physical chemistry. 5. Biochemistry. We will learn more about these topics as we go on.
Okay, so as the video presents, chemistry is defined as the study of matter. And matter is defined as anything that has mass and occupies space. So, chemistry by other books defined as it is the branch of science that deals with the composition, classification, and properties of matter. So basically matter is all around us, because everything that is being that has a mass, and also and objects, like different kind of objects, including balloons, ano pa, including balloons, a uh, a glass of water, a trash bin. I guess everything and anything that surrounds us is basically made out of matter. Okay, so in your previous lesson, do you recall the classification of matter, the solid, liquid, gas? I guess we know all of the thing, because it is being discussed by in our elementary and even high school and even college. So I will not go deeper to that. Okay, so we will go to the next slide. Okay, so here it goes. The chemistry is the study of composition of matter, and as you said, matter undergoes. So can you see? As you can see, there is in chemistry that that thing is called a molecular model. Okay, so each model has a representation, especially the notice the color ones. So as you can see in the picture in your left side, so you can see there is a color gray, which stands for the carbon, the white stands for the hydrogen, and the four color blue is either an halogen or any alkyl halides. Okay, so chemistry affects all aspects of life and most natural events. So basically there are 5 areas that is under basically there are 5 areas in chemistry, and if you go to or if you enroll in a chemistry course, each field is required to it is being required by you to take with. So I guess during my college years, in my first year in college, I take general chemistry 1 and 2. Then in second year, I take analytical organic, and together with math, physics, and biology. In my third year, my chemistry is physical chemistry, quantum mechanics, inorganic chemistry, and if I'm not mistaken, start off literature for thesis writing. Okay, so in fourth year, your thesis together with the quantum 3 and biochemistry. Okay, so first thing is first na list in the branches of chemistry is organic chemistry. So any idea what is an organic chemistry, or did you hear organic chemistry in your high school days? Okay, so organic chemistry is the study of the structures, properties, and compositions, reactions, and preparations of carbon containing compounds. So basically, in organic chemistry, you only deal with the carbon carbon connected to another atom, either a CH or a CO bond, okay, or carbon containing compounds. That includes not only hydrocarbons but also compounds with other number of elements, including hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, halogens, and phosphorus, silicon, and sulfur. So when you say hydrocarbons, meaning it is a carbon connect to a hydrogen atom or a CH bond. As you can see in the picture in your left side, the gray represents the carbon, and the other green is representing an hydrogen atom. Okay, so a carbon atom and hydrogen atom is connected to each other. Okay, that is basically the main thought of the organic chemistry. Okay, so for an example, athletes inhale chemicals developed by organic chemists to control symptoms of asthma. So organic chemistry is very useful due to the fact that it is the basic foundation of biochemistry, which is the other field of chemistry. And carbon and hydrogen bond is present in everything, present in present in our daily living, especially things like petroleum gas, or either petroleum gas or either butane gas is basically under organic chemistry. In organic chemistry, you have terms that you need to remember, like what hydrogen bonding, alkanes, alkynes, aromatic rings, so and other stuff that under organic chemistry. If you want a deeper explanation about organic chemistry, just message or just comment below, and I try my best to explain what is organic chemistry all about. And for the record, it is during my college years, it is my favorite subject of all subjects in chemistry. Okay, so let's go to the other one. Inorganic chemistry. So inorganic chemistry is defined as it's concerned with the properties and behavior of inorganic compounds, meaning non-carbon containing compounds. These compounds includes metals, minerals, and organometallic compounds. Okay, so can you differentiate the two, that inorganic compounds that does not have contain carbon, while organic is compounds that contains carbon. Okay, so usually in organic chemistry you'll discuss about topics like plating, naming of compounds, inorganic compounds, ano pa ba yun, mga takanan dito na sa the thought is in the tip of the mouth, but I cannot speak it. So basically the inorganic chemistry is study of non-carbon containing compounds. Okay, so for example, For our example, explain how a lack of calcium can affect the growth of and repair of the bones. So as you can see in the picture, this is what I mean. You can see a weird compound connect to a for connect to a buns na siya dayong na ay mga kuan na ay mga, I guess the central atom of this is a non-metal, so it's either a phosphorus and basta none other metals na siya, basta inorganic chemistry. We go to the third slide, biochemistry. So okay, in biochemistry, it is the study of structure, composition, and chemical reactions of substances in living system. Okay, biochemistry emerged as a separate discipline when scientists combined biology with organic, inorganic, and physical chemistry and began to study how living things obtain energy from food, the chemical basis of heredity, what fundamental changes occur in disease, and related issues. Biochemistry includes the science of molecular biochemistry, immunochemistry, neochemistry, as well as bioinorganic, bioorganic, and biophysical chemistry. So when you say biochemistry, it is like biology and chemistry is combined together. Okay, just a simple biochemistry and bio and chemistry is combined together. Can you imagine what would be your life if you studied can you study the topic? Pero I guess biochemistry is fun, especially if you're seeking pharmaceutical companies, if you like to study about the natural phenomenon of your body, because it tackles more on the bio side. And also in biochemistry, you will know what are the like you encounter things like ATP, ADP, adenosine triphosphate, adenosine diphosphate, and about the many what do you call this one, pathways. The term in biochemistry is pathways. You will track all the product in a certain mechanism. Okay, but I know I am sounding like I'm not sounding like kuan, because but tell me, but you study chemistry, you will learn the things that I've been saying. So please, if chemistry is fun, so you should try and consider it to be your course. Okay, let's proceed to the next slide. Analytical chemistry. Okay, so analytical chemistry is the science of obtaining, processing, and communicating information about the composition and structure of matter. So in other words, it is the art and science of determining what matter is and how much of it exists. So basically, analytical chemistry, it is very rampant if in our society. It is widely used because it is used in factories and any other machine operating industries like a sugarcane factory or a sugarcane refinery, or even in beverages, in either. So basta it's in another it's a it is widely used in the industrial, the term is industrial. So if you were a chemistry graduate, you will be after the course you will be able to know all the techniques in the laboratories, and especially familiarize what are kuan the do's and don'ts in the laboratory. So I guess it's this topic, this field in chemistry is very useful, Jude. Okay, this will be the foundation of your knowledge to so that you can survive in the real situations, in the real life, and it is required on your job. So I guess it is the important I guess very important field in chemistry, and it is the foundation is being of your foundation of your chemistry career. So for an example, is it develop tests to detect chemicals in blood. So also analytical chemistry is used for in medicinal in the in the what do you call this one, can I call this as medical field? Yes, it's a medical field. It is widely used in like medtechs. Then they have a clinical chemistry. It is widely used. Okay, so another stuff that basta it is the very important field in chemistry, because it's the foundation. It is your foundation. Okay, so let's go to the fifth topic, the physical chemistry. So chemistry is the study of how matter behaves on a molecular and atomic level, and how chemical reaction occurs. So based on their analysis, physical chemists may develop new theories such as how complex structures are formed. Physical chemists often work closely with material scientists to research and develop potential uses for new materials. So basically, in physical chemistry, you were it is the branch of chemistry that deals with the how it is basically it is how the study of how matter behaves ba. So in these familiar topics in physical chemistry are the Schrödinger equation, the thermodynamics, the Carnot cycle, the mga kinds of graphs including isotherm, isobar, isochoric, and other terms that is used in physical chemistry. Okay, so we'll go to the next slide. So can you ask yourself, why study chemistry? So Vito, can you talk to yourself why chemistry is why do we need to study chemistry? Okay, so we need to study chemistry because chemistry can be useful in explaining the natural world and preparing people for career opportunities. Okay, so chemistry can be just like I've said, chemistry is the central science, and it can explains a lot of fields in the science field. So that's why it is we need to study chemistry. And also phenomenons like other phenomenons or any calamities can be explained in chemistry. So that's answered why we studied chemistry. So
It's in our environment, it's in our water, it's in our homes, our streets, and our food. It is at the center of new technology, new forms of energy, new ways to fight disease, and new ways to solve the problems we all face together. It is every day, and it is life-changing. It is the future. It is chemistry. Cardiff University understands that not all chemists wear white coats, and that chemistry can lead to many exciting and prosperous career paths. We understand that it is a fundamental and exciting discipline, which plays a significant role in both science and in everyday life. Our graduates are taught a broad subject knowledge by passionate, experienced staff who use the latest learning technologies to give the best student experience possible. Their research is cutting edge, from creating cheaper anti-malarial drugs to expanding the use of catalysts for making processes more efficient. This knowledge filters down into the classroom, giving our students access to pioneering data. So, if you choose to study chemistry, you will be at the front and center while we tackle the important scientific challenges of the 21st century. And Cardiff University graduates will be among the very best.
Okay, so the video gives us a lot of explanation and give us reason why we need to study chemistry. So, for formality's sake, I would just read the slides. So chemistry supplies the medicines, materials, and technology that doctors use to treat their patients. So, just like it is under organic chemistry and organic and biochemistry. So there if you want to focus on that field, then you will definitely learn about pharmaceutical and other information so that you can be a scientist. Okay, so chemists plays an essential role in finding ways to conserve, produce, and store the energy. So as I've said earlier, chemistry is everything and anything. So it is very important to study chemistry. So chemists help to develop more effective ways to protect crops, and chemists help to develop pollutants and prevent pollution. So let's go to the final topic. So during I can clearly recall during my high school years, my first year to be exact, we discuss about the scientific method, and it is the foundation, it is the the basics of conducting an experiment, and also is the basis in some theories. So it is very important to study scientific method. So first, scientific method is defined as a logical, systematic approach to solution to a scientific problem. So first, step 1 is to make observations. So before we formulate our hypothesis and other conclusions, we should know, or we should observe, usually leads to problem or question. So when we start if we have a problem, we identify the problem because we observe that there is something bad or something wrong. So that is an observation alone. Okay, so that's the step 1, make observations. Step 2, formulate a hypothesis. So due to your problem, you should formulate a hypothesis. Formulate hypothesis is also known as also an educated guess. So based on the formula that you gathered, the data that you've gathered, you formulate a hypothesis. Okay, you formulate a hypothesis to answer the questions that concerning that data that solidifies your hypothesis. Okay, propose an explanation for your observation. Step 3, a procedure used to test an hypothesis. So in step 3, you should conduct an experiment. Okay, so you have to gather methodologies to test your hypothesis and to support your hypothesis that that your hypothesis has a valid a valid data, or it is being acceptable in and it is acceptable and agreeable by others. So you should conduct the experiment so that you support your main hypothesis. Step 4, analyze, record the results of the experiment. So after you've gathered the data, you should analyze. You should think if that data supports your hypothesis. Okay, so this record includes all the diagrams that you've gathered, all the values, and all the information that you gathered. You should analyze. And step 5, conclusion. So in step 5 you should compare the hypothesis to the experiment conclusion. So since your hypothesis is being testified, so you can now conclude that because that due to sufficient facts and information that I gathered, I conclude blah 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 blah. So now you can conclude, and because your hypothesis is being supported by the data that you've gathered during your experiment. Okay, so it is I guess it is the scientific method, and that. So as I recall, step 1 is you have an observation. Step 2, formulate the hypothesis. Step 3, making experiment. Step 4, analyze. And step 5, conclusion. You can now conclude your hypothesis because the hypothesis is being supported by your information gathered. Okay, so I guess that would be all for today, guys. I hope you've enjoyed, or I hope you've learned something from me. If you like the videos, please share and subscribe to my channel, and I hope you have in a good shape, guys. Okay, so